Hello and welcome. I'm Ed O'Farrell, and this is a Real Assets Advisor Hot Minute. Today, we're going to spend a hot minute or so with Anshul Sharma. Anshul is the Chief Investment Officer at Savvy Wealth. Savvy is a New York City-based, technology-driven wealth management firm overseeing approximately $4 billion of customer assets. Welcome, Anshul.
Hey, thanks, Ed. Good to be here.
Anshul, are you ready for a hot minute?
Yes, sir.
All right, here we go. Hometown and where you currently reside.
I grew up in Fishkill, New York, currently reside in Chatham, New Jersey.
Alma mater and college major.
I studied computer engineering at Lehigh University and later earned a master's in financial engineering from UC Berkeley.
First job as a kid.
McDonald's. I worked the drive-through, PFC, Pies, Fries, Chicken, and the clamshell grill.
First job as a professional.
Equity trader at E-Trade Professional Trading.
Okay. Contrarian investment opinion you hold with the most conviction.
I think complexity is often overrated in portfolio construction. There's a tendency to believe that the more factors we have, the more signals we have, the more esoteric exposures we have in a portfolio, that automatically leads to better outcomes. In my experience, the real edge comes from consistent execution of a straightforward, durable investment framework.
Okay. Is there an alternative investment thesis you've recently changed your view on?
Yeah, I used to think that the main value of alternatives was diversification, low correlation to the long only side of our portfolio. And to accomplish this, we also needed to be diversified within our allocations to alternatives. Now, my view has shifted over time. I think that the real value of alternatives is access to structural return streams that we can't replicate in the public markets. I think that alternatives are tools that can and should be used to refine or sharpen the exposures that we want to take on the long only side of our portfolio.
Okay. What are the characteristics of an alternative investment that make it a good fit for the Savvy platform?
I would say three things. First, it has to solve a real client or advisor problem. Second, it has to be explainable in plain English. And then third, it has to meet institutional standards for governance and transparency.
Okay. There's no shortage of choices for ultra high net worth and high net worth individuals and families when it comes to selecting a wealth manager. Why do you believe these folks should consider having a conversation with the savvy advisor?
Yeah, great advisors at Savvy blend technical depth, emotional intelligence, and to have a builder's mindset. They're deeply client-centric. They listen well, they simplify complexity, they help clients feel understood. They're intellectually engaged, they're curious, they're thoughtful, and they're eager to improve the lives of their clients.
Okay. Talent or useless talent you possess that most folks don't know you have.
I know how to fold a fitted sheet.
Okay. One person, dead or alive, who isn't a family member, you'd most like to have dinner with.
Anthony Bourdain, he had this rare ability to see people and culture with honesty, with empathy. He wasn't just a chef, he was a storyteller who used food to understand humanity. I think a dinner with him wouldn't be just about the meal, it would be a conversation and candid reflections about life and what motivates people.
Okay. At what restaurant would you choose to have said dinner at? And what would you order?
Yeah, this would have to be Patsy's Tavern in Paterson, New Jersey. It's an old school no frills place that I think he'd appreciate immediately. We'd order a couple of thin crust pies, maybe a side salad, as well as broccoli rabe with sausage.
Thin crust at Patsy's in Patterson. Sounds pretty good. You can connect with Ann Schul directly on LinkedIn. And for more information on Savvy Wealth, you can visit savvywealth.com. On behalf of the team here at Real Assets Advisor, thanks for joining us. We'll see you again next time.